Thanks for tuning into the latest episode of the EIC Marketing Experience. I have an exciting episode today just from a personal perspective. Been talking a lot on recent episodes about other clients and what we're helping them with. Been working hard on creating a campaign for us and really packaging our services together instead of piecemealing them. And so helping with production, SEO, just everything. And so we built landing pages. We're ready to now just get the creative going and really who we're going to talk to and what we're going to say to them. And so as always have Kolton. He's been thinking through who we're going to target and all that stuff. So would like to let him kind of kick it off. Love to hear what platforms are we going to be targeting? Who are we going to be messaging? And love to hear some ideas on what we can do from a video and creative perspective.
From a video and creative perspective and just targeting in general, we want to reach like marketing professionals and the people that are in charge of making those decisions for marketing for a business and stuff like that. And to do that, we're probably not going to want to go on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, those ones that are more like socializing and not really business. So I think that we should go with LinkedIn, where there's a lot more like business professionals and their intention on that platform is a lot more what we're trying to get. So I think that we should go with LinkedIn because of that. And the people we can reach on LinkedIn would be people around like sales and marketing specialists, marketing managers, marketing directors, marketing assistants, coordinators, all that type of stuff. So that's where I think we should do our prospecting and pretty much get our audience from. Then in doing so, more targeting into that would be targeting on LinkedIn. We could hit companies that are only with employees between like 11 and 50. And the reasoning behind that would just be because usually if they have less employees than that, they're kind of a smaller business that isn't what we're trying to go for. And then if they're more than that, it's a business that's too big and there's like a lot going on that needs like approval and things don't move quick. And that's just not what we want to do in work. We want to be quick and like make an impact and measure it without having to get approvals from so many people. So that's why we're going with that kind of moderate, mid-level business. And then, yeah, that's kind of how I wanted to do prospecting so far. So do you have any questions after that?
Yeah, so lots of great information. Love it. So when it comes to, obviously, what you mentioned, there's some decision makers in there with maybe the CMOs or directors. Also mentioned specialists. And so they might not be the ones making the decision. So I'm interested to hear what are some of your ideas on some videos, or what can we do to speak to each of them separately? Are we going to speak to them differently, or are we going to have one evergreen? And I
mean, they're all kind of in marketing. How I was thinking we go about it is like with the prospecting video. It could be a video kind of just like, so to get their attention, it can maybe be, we could take the previous like case studies that we have. And so if it's a phone call, we can like hit them with like the report showing like the CPA drop on the phone calls or the return on ad spend being like 7 times what it was. We can show that just to get their attention real quick and be like, hey, are you in charge of your marketing for your business and want to improve your phone calls or drop your phone call price like this, or improve your return on ad spend like this? We're a local marketing agency in Phoenix, and kind of introduce us, like give that first impression so that they like know this isn't sketchy, like we had this result, and you can be like, oh, if you want to find out how we do that, check out our website. Or I was thinking like, yeah, we can do that and then land them on the website so that we can just kind of get them in our audience and be able to retarget them on the different platforms.
Real quick, before you get too deep into it, so if we're going prospecting, are we going to introduce who we are, or are we going to introduce our services, or both? Or I guess, yeah, what are we going to do with this prospecting message? Are we selling our services or introducing who we are?
I think mainly introducing who we are, but complementing it with our services. So that's why I think we should use we used our services to create these results, and then this is who we are. Like we want to find out how we created those results just to get them to click through, so that, because my idea going into that was that when we retarget it, I wanted to retarget them with how we did it. So I pointed out too, so if we retarget them on Facebook when they're more in a mindset of like trying to like socialize and not in a business mindset pretty much because they're not on LinkedIn. And on Facebook, we can be like, hey, on LinkedIn, we're talking about this is how we do it. Check out this clip. And then it could flip to a clip talking about how we actually did that. And then be like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. It'll give them that thing like, oh yeah, I remember on LinkedIn I saw them talk about that, and oh yeah, this is a different piece of content. Like they'll visually notice that, I feel like.
Perfect. So from a video concept, is there going to be one video for all the different positions, or are we going to create a video specific to what someone's job title is?
I think that since they're all marketing, just one would work. But do you think we could create different videos to talk to them differently? Like how could we differentiate a sales marketing manager compared to a marketing executive? I guess I don't really know how to talk differently to them.
So from a marketing director or a CMO, they're more, they're looking at P&Ls, their profit loss, all that stuff, the financial part, really looking at the ROI. And so we just talk about maybe the different vendors they have to talk to, or are they tired of not seeing ROI or anything like that. They're the ones that are the decision makers. Whereas if we go with the marketing specialist, they're not the ones that would say, yes, we're going to sign a check to you for you to manage our stuff. But what we could do is make their life easier. And then we can message from that perspective. Are you struggling with new ideas? Is your boss asking for new ideas? Anything around new ideas or how we can do more, anything like that. And so basically those are the type of people that would influence the decision maker on, yes, we want to work with them. So So basically it's one would be more how we can help their financials. That's the decision maker. We can save their department time. We can make them more efficient. All those buzzwords that the decision maker would like. On a marketing specialist perspective, we could help you produce all this cool content. We can get it out there. We can basically help you get better ideas and anything like that. And so, I mean, those are two different scenarios in which we can kind of separate differently or message a little bit differently. Does that kind of spark any ideas, or what are your thoughts?
Oh no, yeah, that kind of just like, yeah, blows everything that I was thinking out of the water now. Because yeah, pretty much, yeah, we can then break that out and like you said, I guess, yeah, point out the different pain points, because yeah, that makes sense. Someone focusing on the finances of something like that isn't going to really pay attention to how we're using different platforms and like all the different logistics going on in the platforms. They're going to care about, like you said, the financials. So yeah, I guess we could break that out and speak to them differently. Like maybe talk to the marketing manager about how we improve the phone calls so that we're improving their sales, and then talk to the marketing specialist different about, like, we can hit them with the creative about how we did it. So we're actually helping their skill, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Exactly. So a lot can be numbers based with a decision maker. We improve CPA or ROI, all those big words that they would like. On the other end, the marketing specialist, maybe our call to action, what we want them to do is just tune into our podcast. So then they can start hearing how we think, and then they're like, oh my God, look what these guys are doing. This is what we need to be doing. And then they can sell the concept to the decision maker. And so now we're hitting the decision maker with how this has been more efficient. And then all of a sudden the people that are working under them would then come to them and say, hey, look at what these guys are doing. And all of a sudden it's like, wait, I'm getting hit with their ads about this. They're hitting you with that. And all of a sudden now it just creates a conversation in the office. And it's just being methodical with what is someone going to do? How could this person impact the overall decision of allowing us to work with them? And so that's where even after they see it, our retargeting or what we want them to do, our call to action might be a little bit different. The decision maker, reach out, set some time on our calendar, give us a call, start that conversation. Whereas the marketing specialist, it might be check out all the different things that we do, check out our website, check out our YouTube page, follow us on Instagram, really get that engagement. And then, as we show them what we can do, and there might be things that come up in the meeting rooms, and when it sparks or brings a good idea, then they bring that to the decision maker who has been impacted by our ads, and all of a sudden it gets to a conversation quicker.
So does that mean that we would kind of have like a longer funnel for the marketing specialist, since we were trying to give them more information, pretty much like the strategy we use to get those results? And then with the marketing like managers, we'd kind of just do a more direct approach and like, yeah, these are the results we got. We can help you do it. Like reach out.
Yeah. And so maybe our main goal for the marketing specialist is once they've seen 2, 3, 10 episodes, then we say, hey, do you like what we have to say? Think of you being the hero, bringing this type of stuff to your boss. We could help change your department, everything like that. But basically now after they're consuming more of how we can do it and all that type of stuff, we then just say, hey, by the way, you should bring this up to your boss or whoever it may be. You could be the hero that helps bring just, the new marketing ideas, whatever it may be, but just identify those that are engaging and get them to then start a conversation with the person that would say yes to us, or the person that would want to take the conversation or meeting to decide whether they want to work with us.
I like that approach a lot better, because then, yeah, the messaging will be a lot more defined instead of just a blanket message to all of them. Like you said, speaking differently will probably be a lot more better, and we'll probably get a lot better engagement out of that too as well, I'm sure.
It's all about personalization. If you can figure out how they're going to help you and all that stuff, we can then come up with what we're going to say to them. So in terms of next steps, maybe on one of those flow charts, lay out all the different job titles that we would be targeting, and then come up with 2 or 3 video concepts or what we could say to them in our messaging. And then once we go through that, that'll then define the videos and all that we need to produce. Sound like a plan?
Cool. Thank you so much for tuning into this latest episode of the EIC Marketing Experience. It's actually our new segment we just started up, and we talk about marketing tips, the strategies that we go about, and pretty much just how we go about marketing. If you liked everything that was said, you can hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and also hit that notification bell if you want to get notifications straight to you whenever we drop a video. And yeah, maybe you have a comment or some question about marketing you want us to ask on the next episode. We could do that as well. Just leave it down below. And then yeah, till next Wednesday. Let's get it.